Shalom, giving all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh, by Hashem, Yahweh Shah, by Hashem Rakah Kwadash. I want to give double honors to the elders and apostles of Great Millstone, and salute and shalom to the hopefully elect. All right, so this video is going to be based upon this Jake, right? In Madison, Wisconsin, Jake got shot down. You know how they do usually, Jake. Police are quick to, especially Edomite police, but you have Jake police as well, are quick to shoot down Jake. You know, it's been going on for since the beginning of this country, but it up the pace around. It's been happening, but since these body cams and cameras, everybody got cameras now, so you're able to catch it on screen, and they have been recording it. And so this has been a big issue since around 2008, when them camera phones came out and them body cams came out. Then it jumped up to 2012. Let me look up when police were required to start using body cam. Hold on. When were police supposed to wear body cam? Let me see. What year was police mandated to wear a body cam? So it started around 2012, and then 16. Some departments started doing it around 2012. Then during around 2016, I think that's around the time when Freddie Gray had been killed. And then in 2020, I believe it was mandated for the most part on the East Coast and other states in America. So yeah, so now you can see, you know, the police corruption more and more. And this organization, which is ran by the Rothschilds, which the elders brought up, that star that they used to wear the symbol, that badge is like a Rothschild symbol, I believe. But the organization started off from, they were at once called slave catchers. All right. So that's that same organization that Esau started way back when they were destroying us. And now a lot of these companies still exist, especially the companies that made profit off of our enslavement. You got banks that was profiting and still exist. A lot of these folks are living off of old money. You know, so their money, for the most part, their money, you can't even count their money because it's old money. It's money that keep generating and they keep making money off of it. So it's no real way to determine the real wealth of some of these families who actually run these corporations or own these corporations, such as the Rockefellers and the DuPonts and so on and so on. But back to the script. This is bound to happen because we've been talking about this in the scriptures, you know, since we been on the highways and byways, that this was going to happen. But also the part where Jake, you know, these Jacobites, right? You know, these ordinary Jakes, they're going to rouse up, and it's going to be a time where they had enough. Because you can only push a person on a psychological part. You can only keep pushing a person till they burst or till they had enough, and that's just on a psychological point. and that's on animals as well. The same, most of the same tactics act out on animals. You can only push a being but so far until they had enough, and that's when they're gonna snap. You know, you can only keep doing somebody but so much till they hit a breaking point. And everybody, I don't care who you talking about, everybody has a breaking point till they snap back at however they snap back, depending on a person. But that's just plain old. That's a 101 right there. So, but Esau's doing that right now. He keep tapping on Jake, keep pushing Jake, keep pushing Jake, keep pushing Jake, keep doing. They keep doing the same thing until a reaction is going to come out, and it's going to come out. They're going to start cracking back, and that's in the scriptures. Before I play the scriptures, I want to play this fair use on it. This is the channel that held. They recorded that. This is a conference going on in Madison, Wisconsin, where the actual police shooting happened. So I'm gonna play the conference and see how this Jake, he just had enough. And it's just one example of how these Jakes are. They just getting sick and tired of their kind. You know, these Israelites getting shot down by these white supremacists. And a lot of these these white dudes in the police force, they are white supremacists, you know, because that's all they do is hire them because they are within that organization, within the police. So let's go.
Something any of us can assume. It is by far our greatest commodity. It must be earned continuously, and I think it can be lost in a single afternoon. The thinness of trust in the city right now did not start.
No, we can shut this down. You can stop talking because we don't want to hear anything you've been saying. You're going to say the same thing you all say every time a black body gets shot down in this city. This is a corrupt city. That's right. Have no fear. The anti-Zionist is here. You understand me? You won't be able to talk today because I'm going to keep talking because I was born to talk my talk and walk my walk too. I told these young people back here on our way here that we have the power. Not that badge, not that weapon. We have the power. The city of Madison is corrupt. From the DA to the what's the name of this? The Department of Independent Monitoring. We don't want any of that talk. You've given us this speech with "you'll deliver justice." Oh, we've seen the cameras. We've seen it was a knife in this young man's hand. We don't want to hear that today. We didn't want to hear it when they put their neck on George Floyd's neck. We don't their foot on George Floyd's neck, and we don't want to hear it today. What do you have to say about that? Sure. Oh, you don't get to talk. I said. Right. Go ahead.
Enough is enough. I'll step aside.
That's right. Give me this microphone then. Excuse me. That's right. My name is Carlos Dixon. I represent APTAP. All power to all people. Zero power to Zionists. Zero power to capitalists. Zero power to colonialism. What you are doing right now in this city is continuing the disgusting nature of colonialism. The disgusting nature of imperialism. Look up the definition of imperialism. It's all within the policies, which means when these police officers come down on the street and they decide that they want to take the life of another brown body, there is no oversight for that. That's imperialism, ladies and gentlemen. This man signed up to be an enforcer of imperialism. Is there anybody else want to say anything? It doesn't matter what, okay, the people want to talk. Come up here, the people want to talk. The people want to talk. Come up here. This is our press conference. And I'll put my lips all over this microphone. Power to the people.
This is an incredibly difficult moment for the Madison community.
Yeah, so you're going to have Jakes. You got Jakes out there that's like 10 times that power, just that force, you know, that's just fed up with living in a society, you know. Hey, you got us. We coming out on the highways and we tired of it. We out there, you know, crying and sighing, you know. But let me get the scripture. So, of course, I got one of the most famous scriptures, Genesis 49. I'll start at 9. It says, Judah is a lion's whelp. From the prey, my son, thou art gone up. He stooped down, he couched as a lion, and as an old lion, who shall rouse him up? So, yeah, it's like, it's a back and forth with this thing, to where it's Jake taking a beating from Esau. They'll rouse up. Then all of this will go away. They'll do it again. They'll rouse up. Then all of this will go away. But soon, not all this, it's not going to go all the way. It's going, once you rouse a lion up, and once it gets up, it's going to stay up. It says, the scepter shall not depart from Judah. Let's look up scepter. I believe it means the crown or the rulership. Yeah.
Strong's H 7626, Shevet, and second entry, Shevet.
Shevet. So it says rod, staff, branch, club, scepter, tribe. Yeah. Club, mark of authority. So something that a king will hold or have, basically the rulership. A scepter. Yep, it says, nor a lawgiver from between his feet until Shalom come, and until him shall the gathering of the people be. And that's happening now. That was Genesis was a long time ago. This is the first book of the Bible. And some of the prophecies are happening now that was spoken of back then. You know, I'll go down to Genesis 49 and 19. It says, Gad, a troop shall overcome him, but he shall overcome in at last. So who's those slaves? Those same slave catchers and those troops. You know, back in the day, we used to watch the cowboy and Indians movies and all that, and they used to have the Gadites always losing to the so-called white man. They always had the Gadites lose on a cowboy and Indian scene. Well, that was true, but guess what? The Indians, the so-called Indians, which they were Israelites, they're going to start winning in the end. You know, and who's the military force on this side? It starts with law enforcement, and then it goes all the way up from there to the United States military. But that's the start. That's the bottom level of this military in America. That's the first level of military for real. Before you even get to the the certain aspects of the military. But that's they the foot soldiers. Yeah, so let me this is Joshua 23, and I believe it's around 10. It says, 1 man of you shall chase 1,000, for the Lord your God, he is that fighteth for you, as he had promised. So what would it make 1,000 men run from 1 man? You got to think about that. What type of man is going to be when 1,000 of them running from you? You're going to have to have some type of spiritual power, because for 1,000 men to run from you, because the psychological part about it is if it's a lot of you against 1 man, that's going to automatically make you think you can overpower him. But for 1,000 of you to run from 1 man, you didn't have to seen something. You didn't have to seen something real scary and great for him for 1,000 people to run from. Because on a man-to-man situation, 10 men, I'm going to say even 2 or 3 men can easily overpower 1 man, you know. Now, I'm not going to say that for all Jakes, because you got some Jakes out here that can take out 2 and 3. I didn't seen it. I didn't see it with my own 2 eyes. I didn't seen it plenty of times on TV, on the web, on some of these videos. You see Jake going against some of these heathens, and they'll knock out one, knock out the other, then the other, and he's still standing. And all 3 of the, a lot of times some of these guys be drunk, but even sober. I didn't seen it. These Jakes with this extraordinary power, you know. But yeah, what you have to think, what would make 1,000 men run for 1 man? You know, and I believe that's going to be given to the elect men. That's spiritual power as well. But the Lord going to put the spirit on these 2/3, because who you think will be out here doing all that? You know, all that fight. It's going to get ugly. It's going to get wild. So brothers have to going to have to get more tougher, because a lot of stuff that's about to happen, man, you don't have to stomach that. You know, that manly spirit will come back upon Jake. You know, that manly spirit. I'm talking about this, the ancient spirit, you know. But that's all I got for this particular video. I hope this is edifying. Till again, shalom.